What is up, guys? My name is Coriola, and welcome to episode 62 of my Out of the Park Baseball 17 franchise. Here with the Kansas City Royals, we are here at the 2033 to 2034 offseason after a disappointing end to the season once again in the playoffs, this time at the hands of the Baltimore Orioles. I never should have mentioned that this series was the antithesis of the 2014 series because literally everything happened the exact opposite. The higher seed in 2014 Baltimore, in this case me, the Royals, started at home, lost those two games, went back home, went on the road, and couldn't take a single game. So not a desirable end. Shouldn't have mentioned it. I probably jinxed it. But anyway, we are here looking to move on and advance to the next season where we are still, I believe, in contention for a world championship. Baltimore went on to defeat the Marlins at the end of last episode. So, review of our season goals. He wants another improvement in left field. So that probably means Okazaki's going back to DH, which I'm fine with because I wasn't really happy with Albrook. So there's a good chance. I looked at that trade. Ruiz is doing really well. That was a bad trade. That was not a good trade by me, but he wants us to win the championship next year, but also sometime in the next 6 seasons. So he gave us 4 years in 2030 to win the championship, so that means that 2034 is that 4th year. I cannot be fired, obviously, so this doesn't really impact anything, but because that would kind of suck for my Royals franchise if I was no longer a member of the Royals. Anyway, so we've got this option to decide on. Paul Kraft is the first one. Now, he was fantastic in Kansas City, but I am going on the notion here that he was really good, and now he's going to stop being good. Like, he had his last good season, now he's going to fall off. And so I am going to pay the 2.2 rather than the 13.4. I will opt out of that. Wayne Green, his ERA didn't show it, but he was a good left-handed reliever for us. I'll bring him back, and hopefully he can bring that whip down. That's really the only reason his ERA is so bad. He nearly had as good of a WAR last season, and he had 2.95 ERA then. So, yeah, we'll bring him back, barely making any money, which is really nice. And we had one staff member retire, our GM. And so, need to hire a new assistant general manager. And once again, I always like to get a scout. And holy hell, there are two really good guys. He's 62, though. He was on Chicago, and they were really good for that time, weren't they? Yep. This guy's only 49. So, I'm assuming Nigel Wilson's pretty old. He's probably going to retire in a bit. And so, I'd like to get a young guy at assistant GM. It's going to be weird because I'm going to have a GM at scouting director and a scouting director at GM. Alright, this guy's probably going to be in hot contention, so I'm going to offer him $650 for 5 years, and once Nigel Wilson leaves, he will take over as our scouting director. So, yeah, on to arbitration and free agents. Our two free agents are Paul Kraft and Alberto Alanis. Kraft wants $10 million a year. I'm not going to bring him back yet, mostly because our minor league pitchers are on the brink of being, major league ready. Kyle Bateman, he had some time last season, didn't do great. His ratings have gone up more, and I think he is ready for major league experience. Had a really nice season down in AAA after we sent him back down. And Adam Jackson, same with him. I'm still waiting for his stuff and movement to go up just a tick more, but he's not. Bateman's going to start the season in the MLB. Jackson is not. But unless he's out of options, of course. He has one option left. It's perfect. So we'll call him up sometime in the middle of the season, depending on how our pitching staff is doing. And then Nowicki and Santiago, they'll be... wow, Santiago's looking pretty good. We might have to give him a look in the rotation. Only 24 years old. We also have Jim Nowicki, former number 1 overall pick. Probably in retrospect, not a great number 1 overall pick, but he's turned into a solid prospect, and hopefully he can be a nice lefty in our rotation. But this is what we have so far. Kraft is not, as of now, coming back, so we've got 2 spots, and I assume that's going to be Bateman and either Henry or maybe a free agent that we pick up. Brett Henry, I assume he'd do well to a move to the bullpen. He is going to make a lot of money. Whoops, that's not what I meant to click. But his stamina is not very good, so it'd be really, really good as a reliever. So I'm not going to DFA him. I'm going to hold on to him, even though he's going to make a lot of money, like I said. Okay, this is a big arbitration year. First off, guys, I'm going to DFA. John Whiteside was a good backup catcher. We're going to keep him. Brian Swarm, until his rating has free fallen. And when I say that, I'm not anywhere near exaggerating. So I'm assuming if he's going to have a bad season this year, which means I will DFA him next season. But I'm not going to DFA him until he's proven that he is not any good. The only guy I'm going to DFA is Al Roque. I was not happy with him. He will not be coming back. Alberto Alanis is our free agent. He started the season really well last year and then plummeted. And he wants $5.5 million. I'm going to say no thanks to that. Kenny McDonald will bring him back. Same with Cabello. Both of these guys are safe for now. And now we get to start on some extension. So, start at the top. We've got some guys I'd like to get locked up long term. I think you know exactly who those guys are. Our big 3, Lopez, Velasquez, and Ramirez. So Castro will offer him $2 million. Henry only wants a $600,000 raise. I will be glad to do that. We have plenty of money to work with this offseason. Now, Yuji Takeda, we signed him on a 5-year deal, so he had 1 year of arbitration, and that is this. And he's been pretty good in those 5 years. And I'm willing to give him 1 more year. If worst case scenario, we get a qualifying offer on him, I'm not going to give him a long-term deal. Let's see if he'll just take 22 flat. He will. That's the same amount of money we saved where we paid him last year. We saved over $1 million on what our arbitration offer was. So I'm assuming most likely what's going to happen, he has a decent season, nothing great, and we get a qualifying offer out of it. That's what I'm expecting and kind of hoping for. Because this season, we haven't done this in a while, but I want to make a push at some big name free agents. There's already one I know I'm definitely going to go after, and another pretty big name I'm definitely considering. We're going to skip Lopez for a second, come back to him. Whitesides is making a lot of money for a backup catcher, but we can afford it, so we'll pay him. It's pretty, I think, reasonable. He's a good young backup catcher. He did a good job. Johnny Rankin. Now, here's an interesting guy, because one place I'd like to get a dominant I'd like to get an infielder, which means either Swarm or Rankin is the odd man out. But I'm assuming this trade wasn't great for me. I gave up some pretty good players to get him. Costello and Gallagher actually turned out really well. I'd like to have him back. Shouldn't have assumed Brian Swarm would be perfect. Oh well. So, Rankin and Swarm, I'm kind of thinking we should only bring one of these guys back. And if I do only bring one of them back, it would be Rankin, because he would save us a lot of money. What could I get for trades for Brian Swarm? Because he had such a good season last year. 6.5. People are kind of unsure about him too. I'm going to keep them both for now. Actually, let me see what Rankin could get in a trade first. Okay, so a little more value, but not still too much. Not a bad pitcher from Seattle. It's 31, but he's entering arbitration this year. Okay, never mind. All right, back. I'm going to keep both of them, like I said, for now. I'm also going to keep Jeremy Canterbury. because he's a really solid backup outfielder. I like someone with a lot of speed. We don't really have a lot of speed off the bench. That's a bit of an issue. We offer him 4.6. Fair deal. We are actually offering him $5 million there. Castaneda, he had a very nice season last year. Improved his average and on base. His home runs did go down, but I'm absolutely fine with that. He got on base more. He was really, really good last year. So obviously he's coming back. Somewhat of a no-brainer. 4.8 is perfectly reasonable for a player of his caliber. I know this takes a while. Canterbury, he's a good backup outfielder, and he's making jack shit, so we'll bring him back. Okay. Velasquez we'll skip, and okay. So now we've got the big three. Lopez is the oldest at 27. He was pretty old when I drafted him. He was like 22 or 23 when I drafted him, but he's been really, really good. Like, Alejandro Lopez is a beast. And none of these guys, I believe, are actually looking for long-term extensions. Sometimes when these guys first hit arbitration, they'll see if they can get locked up for a while. Obviously, not these guys. So, that means I have to do all the work. So, Lopez, he is projected to make $6 million this year. That'll be what we give him if we settle arbitration. So I'm going to offer him 5.5 for year one, so we can, I'm terrible at typing, so we can save a bit of money. Then year two, that's his second year of arbitration. His final year of arbitration, 13.5. He is 27, so I think that'd put him to 30. So really, Lopez is the least realistic extension because he is 27. So that's already his age 30 season. Like, we could lock him if we assume we'd lock him up for like 2 seasons, but we have to lower these numbers, like 11, and then I don't know, give him 16 for 2 years, and then 2 team options. I did not mean to do that. I meant to add 2 years, not subtract. Okay. Then 6. Try again. Nope, I'm terrible at typing. Okay, so 2 years guaranteed, so that's 5, and then make that 7. So we'd have him to his age 34 season. Let's see what he says about this deal. He does not like that. So, yeah, let's just settle with him. He is older. Again, like I said, least realistic extension candidate. I like to get at least one of these guys. Velasquez still has room to grow, which is really, really exciting because he's been phenomenal the past 2 years. He is just an unbelievable player. He does not want very much this season, so he is a year younger than Lopez, the same age as Ramirez. So let's see. I'm giving him a pretty similar deal. So then 5 was Lopez. I'll give him an extra year without options. So 6, and then make it 8 with 2 team options. Let's see what he says to this. He does not want a long-term deal either. So I'm just going to settle with him. Now, Ramirez, we're going to offer a bit more money for his. See if we can get him long-term. So yeah, he wants $9 million this year. We'll start with that. Then year 2, go 13. Year 3. 17, then year 4, and I'm actually just to make this a 7-year deal. 21, that's his first year free agency, and yeah, okay. Okay, let's see what he says about this. He doesn't. Okay. I guess that's fine. We'll look about extensions next year. Their price will probably go up, but obviously none of them are really interested. So that's a bit disappointing. Kind of wanted to get some of at least one of those guys on a big long-term deal. That's fine. We're fine. We will continue. I'll be back at the end of award season. I'm going to try to save some time on these episodes, try to cut out some of the meaningless simulation, and see you right before free agency. All right, we are back here on the day of salary arbitration hearings. Obviously, we have no one going to a hearing. I imagine some of you were yelling at me because I forgot to settle with Okazaki. I did right here for it was 3.4. So we got our assistant GM. So let's take a look at our awards. Gold Gloves. I've not looked at these. We got Jabari Mills, who is under no arbitration for another year, which is very nice. He had a very, very nice season in Kansas City. Reliever of the year goes to Nick Jensen, who actually did not pitch in the ALCS. Luis Ascencio had a couple blow-ups in, as you can see, had a bad game against Oakland that we ended up winning. But into Baltimore, he had that one big blown, it wasn't a save, it was an 8th inning opportunity. But he was really good in the regular season, so we'll keep him around, obviously. But our bullpen was a big part of our success. Silver Slugger awards, I'll imagine we have at least one. We have 2. Alejandro Lopez behind the dish, and in right field, Jonathan Ramirez. Rookie of the year goes to Kaelung Wong, who we were looking at last season. Obviously, really nice. Kind of reminds me of A-Rod, but he's fast. A lot of power from him. And I believe that's Baltimore's manager. Yep, because he beat us. Screw him. You did win the championship, so stop being a prick about it. Cy Young goes to Morel Dico, who we disposed of in the ALDS. And Jay Walker of the Texas Rangers is the MVP. Jonathan Ramirez finished 2nd. Great season. I'm still going to, over the offseason and next year, we're going to try to work on long-term extensions with these guys. So that's it for awards. If you want to see the National Leagues, Gold Glove, reliever, that's former Royal Nelmerson, Angela. Silver Sluggers, rookie, manager, Cy Young, and MVP. Both New York Mets, Cy Young and MVP. 25-year-old Fernando Medina. How much would it take to trade for him? I wonder. He had a nice season. Holy hell. Anyway, on to free agency. So, this should be fun. Let's take a look at our team, see what we want to do. And, yeah. That's usually what you tend to do in free agency. Look at your... Anyway. Alright. International free agents. This is my... I say this every time, but this is my favorite part of the offseason. A good pitcher here with good potential, at least. I'll offer him a contract. Good first baseman who does want a nice chunk of change. He is 30 years old, and we do have Jabari Mills, so I'm going to pass on him. Anyone else? A third baseman, Alex Razzo. Again, passing. And outfield, really, really, really good outfielder. Damn, it's just begging me. This is a good free agent, international free agent class. I'm going to keep my eye on the outfielder. Because obviously our owner does want a better left fielder. He's not a great left fielder. We'd probably play Ramirez in left field then, in that case. Let's just see there's a lot of right fielders here on the market. Obviously, one of those is the guy we just looked at. Any left fielders? Rico Sandoval. No compensation. Bit expensive, though. Hugo Jimenez. Ethan Jordan. I'm gonna keep an eye on you. Get it? Because I'm hilarious. Yeah, could we play Ramirez in? Oh, no, we couldn't. Never mind. I think that's just from experience. But I imagine if we set him in left field, it would not. His rating would. Oh, his rating did not go down. Well, we might see about that. We might see about you. I'm terrible. Another guy I'm kind of interested in is, yeah, you saw him right there. Paul Nally, one of the best players in baseball. He would be a great second baseman. I'm not paying him $40. I mean, wait till his asking price goes down a bit. And there's one guy who I'm very interested in. And he is a starting pitcher. We need another lefty. He's 27 years old, Jordan Schweitzer. Reminds me a lot of, like, the Wayne Green situation. Not asking a lot of money. He is draft pick compensation. And that was one reason I wasn't too keen about going after Nally. But now I might go after you. This is not going to end for the entire time that man is on my team. So we are going to simulate, keep an eye on these guys. They're both right here and kind of next to each other. Their asking prices will go down. Don't send me to, it's going to send me to the top. All right, we'll just go simulate a couple days and take a checkup on their asking prices. Bullpen, I think, is pretty much set. We're going to add Brett Henry most likely, so that'll be an extra piece. Do we need a lefty? That is a decent question. I don't think so, because we got Green and Severson. Yeah, okay. We don't need another bullpen piece. Just, like, need a starter. And offensively, Jason Fox will get more time playing this season if Swarm struggles. I could use an infielder, which is kind of why I like Paul Nally. Nichols couldn't really play third base, so he had a damn good season last year. Big three. DH, center field, right field, I guess left field. And then you. I gotta stop. You playing DH. I'm just gonna not even hide it anymore. So yeah, his asking prices already looks like it's going down a bit. I just maybe like cut off the first couple years on that. All right. Let's just continue. Schweitzer just got cut off this list. We got update with this guy. I don't really care if he doesn't sign with us. Probably will. See, Paul Nally's asking price has already gone down by $4 million a year. He has not received an offer yet. I have plenty of money to work with. See, Schweitzer's already down to 21. I know what I'm doing with him. Don't worry. Did Paul Nally get signed? No, I was just scrolled down. But, okay, here it doesn't scroll me back up, and I can look at both of them. You and Schweitzer. I guess I just missed the simulation button. You know how I said I was going to cut out and need the simulation? I lied. Okay. He is still not received an offer yet. This mouse is really temperamental right now. Let's just do a week. You. Not even the player. Just mouse. Be nice to me. I'm doing you a favor. Alright. 1 week later. Schweitzer's price is still the same. Or maybe we were just like right at the... Yeah, we were on the day before week, weren't we? Yeah, it was just one day. All right, let's actually go a week this time. Oakland looking at Paul Nally. We get that dude signed. Nally's has gotten a 4-year offer. I would be... That would... If that last one could be a team option instead of a... Okay, he's gotten an offer. 5 years, $15 million a year. There we go. He's gotten slightly less than that, but that's what it would take for us to match it. So I'm gonna cut that down to 4 years, but just straight up 4 years, $15 million. Okay, how about 4 years, $16 million? Because you'll still have arbitration after that. Bitch. I'm not giving you 5 years. I'll give you 4. You bitch. There we go. 4 years, $17 million. I will offer him that. And now we'll take a look at Schweitzer. Still at the same asking price. He has not received any offers yet. So let's go to the end of the week. That'll just be a couple days. Personal message, you has a contract update for me, and he says he likes it. Let's just go to the beginning of winter meetings. If Schweitzer signs in those 2 days, I'll be really mad. But he didn't, so... Alright. He's currently the top man here. He has received an offer. Okay, that was more than I was actually hoping I would have to offer him, but 4 years, $24 million or $23 million with a team option. See what he thinks about that. He likes that. And we're already top. So yeah, those two guys would be pretty big free agent signings. I would like to get both of them. But Schweitzer's received a better deal. Crap. Paul Kraft has already signed with Milwaukee for $8 million for 3 years. Yeah, I was not willing. Chicago, White Sox, 20,000 more. Oh wait, no, that's 27 million. Holy. Okay, I'll go 28 a year. I have extra money. And once again, we're on top. I was not expecting this big of a bidding war for him. And they gave you a better offer too. Crap. Wow. People are really testing my fiscal abilities. I'll go 21 a year, but that's about as high as I can go, really. Yeah, if he gets another offer any higher than that, I'm gonna have to focus on Schweitzer. They are giving him a ridiculous amount of money. All right, sorry you. My money's going to JJ. I don't even know if his middle name's John or something with a J. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look somewhere else in the outfield. As we will not be getting Ha-Noel Yu, unfortunately. Prices really went up fast on all those guys. And I don't know if I have another option, because other dudes signed. Might not be able to upgrade in left field. Yeah, don't care about you. I can't. The pun. I lost the ability to make pun. That makes me sad. Alright, we haven't heard anything from Schweitzer recently, which means he has not gotten another contract. I just saw Los Angeles won Ventura sweepstakes. Was that Giordano Ventura? Frank Ventura. Good pitcher. Yeah. Alright. Just let me scribble some stuff down. Just quickly before... Okay. Rule 5 draft pool. I doubt I'm going to be taking anybody. We have a couple guys we do need to save. I saw there. No one from Burlington. No one from Idaho Falls. No one from any of the Kansas City teams. It's not really surprising. Northwest Arkansas. David Terry. I would like to save you. I don't know how much room we have on the 40-man. Bob Morales. He is a righty. But he's pretty good, so I'm going to put him. I'll protect him. We should have enough room. Omaha, there's a lot of people we got to save. I just saved Bob Morales. And I'll save you too. Fine. Oh, crap. We're already out of room. Alright. 40-man. Who's leaving? Steve Waddell. Goodbye. Jared Register. Great name. Goodbye. Mike Kubaki. See ya. And Bobby Gorton. Alright, hopefully that's enough, guys. Alright, first off, I'm going to put Nowicki on the secondary. Nathaniel Faust, I don't care about him. Okay, I actually cleared way more space than I needed to. Luke Baker's out for 8 months. No one's going to keep him on the roster. So I'll keep Equivias. Yeah, and we're good. Right? Yeah, we're good. We go to the Rule 5 draft. We have the 30th pick, which we will not have next year if we sign Schweitzer successfully. That was nice. Tongue twister. Anyone interesting? Fernando Villarreal. If you could play something other than second base, I would like that, but he can only play second base. What about Ruben Chavez? I'm going to pass on drafting. And we'll get back to the Jordan Schweitzer I almost said sweepstakes. Wait, you can do that? Oh, that's awesome. I never knew that was a thing in O2P, and my screen is gray for a second. That was concerning because I'd never seen that before. Happy New Year, everybody. 2034. What am I going to be doing in 2034? I don't know. Football game's about to start. What game's on it? It's currently Saturday morning. No, it's not morning. It's early afternoon. Right, that makes sense because the game's not going to start in the morning. Which game is it? Divisional round. Wait. That's confusing because I was on TV instead. Fox. I don't know. I'm very confused right now. Let me check. I'm just trying to figure out what game I'm about to watch when I'm done recording this. My Chiefs are not playing till tomorrow night. That's a long time to wait. David Wright and Chris Sale got Hall of Fame. Okay, that game's not till 3:35. I thought it was at 1:30. Never mind. That's Falcons Seahawks. I thought it was sooner than it was. Guess not. All right. quote-unquote demand is down to $18 million. Are you still getting... I just want to see how much money you're getting. You don't need to be a bitch about it. Ivan Mendoza. He'd be an excellent reliever. But that third pitch is obviously not suitable for a starting spot. Jason Lovas goes to Colorado. Jordan Schweitzer signed. Oh, no, just my scout. Frank Santiago, good outfielder. Speaking of which, let me check my international team. Promote anyone who needs to be promoted. Okay, nope, you two are still too young. But everyone above Alex Vargas. I just wait till they're 18 to promote them. Promote all of them regardless of how good they are. Alright. Promote you guys. It's weird because my farm system used to be stacked in position players. We had Lopez, we had Ramirez, we had Velasquez, and now it's when we had no pitchers, and now it's completely flip-flopped. We've got Bateman, Jackson, Nowicki, Santiago, everyone. Okay, we can put some of these guys back. We need one space for Schweitzer. Which one of these guys do I want to put back on the 40-man? I guess Gorton. Actually, no, I'll just send with AAA. Why not? Alright, continuing on to... Please tell me you signed. You signed with the Cubs for $23 million a year. That's $93 million over 4 years. One thing I find really strange in OTP is how they always copy your structure. Like, say I offer this guy a 1-year deal, then no one else is going to offer him a different deal in 1 year. Which actually could work in your... You could probably, like, manipulate that. That should be him signed. That is signed. So we get Jordan Schweitzer. We lose our 30th overall pick. We will not be drafting until probably... At earliest, it could be 60, but since qualifying offers, it'd probably be like 75. So... I don't think we're going to be relying on next year's draft too much. I think that's not really going to be the focus. So, you know what? Let's see if there's any good position players left, if I'd like to make a run at any of them. Nate Stevens. He used to be on my team. And then I sent him to Houston, and he does not want very much money right now, so... that is a long deal. How about like a 3-year deal, but I'll give you $9 million. Just curious to see what he says to this. No. Alright, never mind. Not you, Nate Stevens. What about outfielders? Joe Lisi. I feel like I used to have him, but I didn't. He wants a 3-year deal. I'm not going to give him that. Anyone else interesting? Not really. So I guess we're not upgrading left field. Shit, we don't have a DH now. Because I got rid of... Yeah. Well, let's see. Who would by committee be? It would be Canterbury starting the left and Okazaki. I'm kind of fine with that. Then we need another backup outfielder. Do you have anyone in the minors who could be a backup outfielder? I know we had a couple guys who were pretty close to the majors in the outfield. Nope. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. I might have lost them in minor league free agency. That's probably my fault. Oh, nope. Here's a guy I was thinking of. Danny Escobar. Yeah. He was a first-round pick. I've not been good at draft this series. I don't know what it is. Raul Jimenez. He was the guy who we poached from San Diego. I remember that. What would happen if I moved his position? Just changed? No, not really. I'm gonna give him a shot next year as our last outfielder because he's fast, which I said we needed, and he can play many positions. So Yeah, I like. Sorry for the cutoff at the end of the last segment, but we are here at the end of spring training. We got through it. Couple injuries, but they're all over now, thankfully. So we can start sending bitches down to AAA. You? I don't care. You're gonna get waived. You. How many guys we got now? Matt Wagner? I've never heard of this guy before. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Why is that? We only have two backup infielders, a DH, and yes, we only can have one. Trying to figure this out. I like Rankin. I guess Acosta. I really like Raul Jimenez. Or Brian. I'll send Rankin down for now. Swarm crap. Alright, sorry, Raul. I really like you, but. Oh my god. There we go. We don't have backup center fielder now because Guadalupe can't do that shit. Ah, crap. Alright. Raul, never mind. I'm actually saying Guadalupe. Crap! I don't have a backup center fielder. Damn it, Brian. Just start sucking so I can send you down. Because I think it's going to happen. Oh, well. Anyway. Pitching staff. Guzman. Don't be out of options. Thank you. Jim, don't be out of options. I just added you to the 40-man. You're good. Adam, this is your last option. Armando, I like you. You'll be on the bigs soon. But not quite yet. Esquivias. Yeah, no thanks. Now we got to send a few more of these people down. Tatashi reminds me of Tashi Station from that terribly red line in Star Wars. Alright, how many more do I have to send down? 3 from my pitching staff. Alright. We do have 6 pitchers. You're going to the bullpen. I know we got to send some bullpen guys down. Okay. Who's Scott Latimer? 65 stuff. No thanks. Still 2 more? Yeah, I don't know why I checked. Because it's gonna change. Does McDonald have... Fuck. Adam J did really well. I guess we'll start him off the season. Never mind. Alright. We're just gonna waive McDonald. And you did well last year. You didn't do well. Out of options 2. You're making life so difficult for me. Are you sure this isn't... I sent down... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's still 14. Why is that 14? Did I count right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it's only 13. I didn't count right. This is 13 also. So I guess it's going to be... Do you have options? I guess it's going to be Cabello then, because he didn't have a great season last year. So, yeah. Let's just switch that. Henry is our setup, and I'll give him a shot there. Alright. I'd rather have 5-man rotation with Castro starting, first of all. I know we have to change. I meant to go up and accidentally went down. Alright. Yeah. Nope, I still don't want that. There we go. You will be my 7th inning guy. You'll be middle relief. Use more often. You two will be lefty specialists. Yeah, alright. There we go. it feels like 12 pitchers is not enough. And, okay, order. Yeah, that's a good order. Not one-man rotation, but we'll start with Hoagland. Now for the offense. The team, ratings-wise, looks worse than last year. I think you got to give Swarm the start, at least until he starts doing poorly. I'll mess with the lineup off screen. But yeah, this is the team we're going to go in with next season. Bit concerned that the offense is going to take a step back, but I'm excited about the pitching. I think the pitching's going to do pretty well. Just checking preseason predictions and top prospects, and then we'll be out of here. It feels shorter. Like this, I haven't been spending as much time recording. I'm probably just flat out completely wrong. Anyway. You've been stuck at 96% for like 30 seconds. There we go. He wants us to win the World Series. I know that. Maybe just make the World Series? Be a bit nicer. Preseason predictions. We are projected to not be the best team in baseball, but we are projected to win our division with 97 wins. Texas is projected 101. Ramirez, second best player. Hoagland and Nick Jensen and Jordan Schweitzer, top pitchers. And I'd be perfectly happy with that. And top prospects. We are once again the number one organization. Armando Santiago is the 9th overall prospect. Guzman is 12th. Nowicki 13th. All these are pitchers. Manny Soto and Roberto Esquivias are all in the top 50. We need some more hitters. Chicago and St. Louis, two of our rivals, don't have any top prospects. That makes me so happy. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy. I will see you guys next time at the midseason. Goodbye and go Chiefs.